looks a bit like potato peels, and then you stack it up. It looks like a worm. Now it doesn't look so good. So now we know the things that we should be known to use this material. So now we're gonna start making some templates. Okay, so the best way to start is to start with a blank template. It will prevent you from getting any other ideas that you don't want in your game. So that's gonna waste you a bit of a time to actually remove them or try to figure out if it will break the game or not. So best way is to start with these 3 kinds of templates, or you could choose some that they already made some of for you, but I don't really recommend because they don't look really realistic, and well, it doesn't look the way I want. Well, it's up to you guys. So I'm going to start with flat terrain, since we're learning how to use terrain tool. So actually they created a grass template for us. It's wide and flat. Okay, so we can start. So the best way to make a map is trying to let everything fit together. So for example, if you're trying to make an adventure tool, you should add hills, and then on the hills you should paint these like on the ends so it looks more realistic, and you should make caves so the player can explore. You can't just put an empty map for the player just run around. That is not what we're expecting here. So now that we got the idea, what should we do? Now we're gonna start making it. For me, I'm not a good artist, but I know what I should do, and well, what I should do to have that kind of game. And my favorite kind of game is usually FPS game, and having a small project for the F games. And if you want, you can find some models, some terrain maps that I have created for you guys, and I'm gonna upload it about a month after I created this video, or I guess not. Well, you guys gonna decide if you want me to upload it. You could just say that I will. So that is the idea, and with the FPS games you should add some trees and all stuff, and with that, and in Roblox there is not everything that you can create it. So like guns, if you're a starter, you have no idea how to start to make a gun, and those really complicated scripts is actually really hard. So I could recommend you just a little bit, but not everything you could just take from this. So I recommend you to come to the toolbox. Now this is the toolbox, and this is where you can get some of the models that you don't want, but most of them are pretty useful, but some of them are just trash, so it just looks good. Like, you can add anything in here. So in this kind of square box, you have this arrow. You can press here. You have these kinds of things that you need for your game. For example, models is these things that will help you, and plugins are just these models that have no scripts and they have nothing. They're just created by editing or just putting parts together. And audio is like the theme song for your games. So you could decide what to add here. And decals is pictures. So you could add, like, for example, I would like this painting of this person on my house. Well, I could take a decal. I could take the decal and put it onto the house. So you could have the picture. And you have videos, which I do not think it is so good. But I recommend you guys to use models, audio, decal, and that's all. Okay, so I'm going to start and add a model. So just a normal thing that nearly everybody has to have is, well, something to play with, or a noob, or something. I will try to add a sword. So, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to try to add a sword. So, a sword, and then you press enter. Now, there are multiple swords, but like always, there are some good, some bad, and some are just like there's nothing inside there. So if you want to choose a sword that works, you should try to just like put your mouse inside the model you think you want, and you could check if it has a script. So it has this little letters that say has scripts. The last thing would work, but it's not 100% that it will work. Some swords have those has scripts, but inside they won't have anything valuable for you. Or if you are looking for a model without any things, you want to create the animation and the scripts, you should use the plugins or the mesh parts. So that's all. So I'm going to try to pick a sword that actually works the best. So actually the top 6 swords that you see here you can use them. So I will test sword number 1. This one, you can see it on the front page of the toolbox. So that means that this sword really has an 80% chance that it will work. So to test it, when you click on it, you can get the model, but after that you can see this little page that appears up, and it says sword includes 2 scripts. Please review the scripts to prevent unwanted changes to your experience. You can disable scripts by right-clicking in Explorers. Okay, so when you read this, you can click. If you think it's okay, click OK. And then you have the models right here. So you want to test it and see this amazing thing, but you don't know how. So this is this map. So you have the sword. So now you could choose play here, play, or run. So I'm going to choose play here. So it's a bit laggy.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you test it, you can see the sword. It has an animation, it has 2 scripts, and it has the model. It will work. And you can add asset packs and all the stuff inside this. But remember to not add too much and try your best to make it. Well, if first time you didn't, you can try many times because that will make you a great designer and that will help you to encourage you to do more work. So you see you have this sword on your hand. You can, when you press, you have a sound, an animation, and this is pretty cool. So on the next video, I'm going to tell you more about how Roblox works and all the stuff that how you can make scripts and, well, do other stuffs too. So I guess that's the end of this video. Okay, goodbye.
Daddy, smile!
Smile thì con cười.
Smile. Smile. Smile, Daddy.
Daddy, con làm cái này. Này nói Daddy. Đi hướng. Con nhá đi hướng.
Daddy! Daddy!
Em lộ diện rồi. Bây giờ mình mặc áo ngủ thì nó mát rồi. Nha.